All right. We're live. We're live on both. Oh, let me put you down here, Miss Linda.
All right. Right.
Okay. Good rising, everybody. I think I have to light this again. Welcome to the Indigo Room. We're back. Sorry about last week. Um, how y'all doing? What's going on? Hi, Barb. We're doing a check-in like we usually do. I'm on Facebook too. I'm doing a live on Facebook and I'm doing a live on YouTube. And hi, Buddha Gosh is watching over on Facebook. So the sage is lit. Hey, Sheree, the sage is lit. Here you go. The sage for you guys and Palo Santo wood. I definitely need it. Here's some for the people over there on Facebook that are watching us. um, I'm doing a live stream on YouTube. Usually it's called the Indigo Room. That's my show. So I decided to do on Facebook and uh, YouTube at the same time. Hey, Barb, Sheree, Linda's in the house. Welcome, welcome. We're back live again. And, we're doing a check-in, just a regular community check-in. We're going to read some of the Violet Flame decrees again this week, like we did the week before last. Last week I wasn't here because I was just tired. A sister was tired. I've been working a lot. So we're going to tickle our amygdala like we always do. And hey, Nia. Hi. Here's your sage. I know we all could use some sage, right? Sage and Palo Santo with these times that we're in. The times that we're in right now are just, woo, Lord have mercy. So we need to gather together. We need to do a little tickling of our amygdala. I know I do. Maybe y'all don't, but I do. I do. I need it. I need you all. I need it. I do. So we're going to tickle our amygdala. We're going to do a little breathing exercise. And we're going to read the decrees. And we're going to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about today. Hey, Beth. Hi, Nia. So let's get with the tickling our amygdala first. For those of you that don't know what your amygdala is and where it is right here above your temple. And when your amygdala is clicked closed, when it's closed, you are in flight or fright and flight, flight and fright mode. It's when your heart is pounding, you have high anxiety, you can't think, everything is wicky wacky, the sky is falling, everything is going wrong. When your amygdala is clicked open, however, that's when you're feeling good, that's when you smile. And this is a really quick hack. Hi, Mohammed and Keisha, Mohammed from Egypt. And when your amygdala is clicked open, that is when your frontal lobe lights up. That's when you feel better, you feel good, life is wonderful, the sky is beautiful, and you can think, you can process things, go better. So we want to light up our frontal lobe as often as possible. Sometimes we forget to do that. I know sometimes I forget to do that. So this is a quick hack to be able to do that. That's an explanation for people who have never been in the indigo room ever and don't know what the amygdala is and what it can do. And it helps you with your imagination and helps you to be able to imagine something better and different. So you're going to close your eyes. Hi, Gina. Hi, Keisha. So you're going to close your eyes and imagine that you have a feather in your hand. What kind of feather? I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's your feather. Don't ask me. I'm just saying. So you're going to imagine that you have a feather in your hand, right? You imagine what color it is, what the feather looks like, what the feather feels like, and just imagine that you're feeling the bristles of your feather. My feather today is a white feather with gilded gold edges and a little purple mixed in. And you're just going to feel the bristles. Is your feather long? Is it short? Is it soft? Is it bristly? What type of feather are you imagining in your hand right now? Okay. So once you have that imagined, you really see the feather. With your eyes closed, you see that feather. You're going to raise the feather up to the center of your forehead. And then you're going to slide it over to the right and tickle your amygdala on the right. And then slide your feather over to the left and tickle your amygdala on the left. And then pull your feather out. And it's done. You should be smiling. And if you're not smiling, do it again. Do it again. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Vanessa. Welcome to the Indigo Room live broadcast on Facebook today. Hey, Jerry. Jerry Mosley's here. So if you have never, hi, Ruth, if you have never tickled your amygdala, that is a really great way to be able to feel better in the middle of not feeling good. Hi, Lori, if you're feeling wicky wacky, if you got something going on, tickle your amygdala. It works every single time. And if you're not smiling, do it again. Do it again. All right, so we're going to read a little bit today from our Violet Flame Decrees. This is from the I Am Decree booklet. I am. And if you don't understand your I am statements, you can join us in our I am statements group. God's name is I am. Spirit's name is I am. And every time you use I am, you're either speaking life over yourself, or you're speaking death over yourself, basically. So if you say, I am rich, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am free, I am happy, I am joyful. These are some of the things that I do all the time as I'm walking to work, or, walking to catch the bus, that crazy bus, which I don't have to take right now, which is a wonderful thing. But there are some days that, are more wicky wacky than others. So I will say, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am free as I'm walking, as I'm moving around my day. So we're going to be reading just a little bit of the Violet Decrees, Violet Flame Decrees. If you don't know what the Violet Flame is, well, Violet Flame is something that you can call in. It is real, it is alive, it is in spirit, and you can call your Violet Flame in to remove all kinds of negative energy. I used to do that in the space that I work in. Not used to, but I still do. Because y'all know I work at Amazon. If you don't know by now, well, now you know. I was keeping it a secret for a long time, but now the cat's out the bag. I work at Amazon. And so I call in Sacred Flame often, as much as possible, call in a lot of light as much as possible, because a lot of the energy there was very dark. So, hey, Dorian. Yes, Stacy, we call it forth. Violet Flame Decrees. We call it forth. So I'm going to read just a little bit from where we left off the last time we were all together here in the Indigo Room. And let me find it. Here we go. All right. I lost the page where we left off. But that's okay. We'll find one that's really good. All right. In the name, love, wisdom, power, authority, and victory of our own beloved mighty I Am presence, the authority and power of the Ascended Masters octave, all activities of the sacred fire. I command I insist, and I am, that I am presence, which compels and forever maintains, that you intensify without limit the violet consuming flame, the spiral blue flame, and the cosmic blue lightning flame substance, and miracles of cosmic purity through all under this radiation. Charge, charge, charge it into the ground under our feet, that the ground whereupon we walk becomes sacred ground. Because we have commanded the cosmic purity of the sacred fire to surge into it, possess it, and raise it into perfection as God intends. Hey, Dorian, love you too. Manifest right now, this instant and forever, Almighty I am. So we're supposed to say that 3 times together. We'll say it slow. Manifest right now, this instant and forever, Almighty I am. 2 more times. Manifest right now, this instant and forever, Almighty I am. And 1 more time. Manifest right now, this instant and forever, Almighty I am. And number 10 is I demand. You can say it, you can repeat after me. I demand, I command, I insist, and I am that I am presence, which compels and forever maintains that you surge your violet consuming flame through us, me or them, and finish the purification of our minds, bodies, feeling worlds, and affairs. Annihilate everything that is human within us. That means wiki wacky. Okay, this is from the back in the day. Then surge your sacred fire of cosmic freedom through our forms and do those things which set us free for eternity. Manifest right now, this instant and forever, Almighty I am. And that's it. That's it for today. That's it for today, gang. Because there's a lot. We're going to try to get through it as we get through Corona. So how is everybody doing? Hi, Kareem. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Adrian. Welcome to the Indigo Room live on Facebook and YouTube. How's everybody doing today? We're going to bring Linda out of the room. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Sydney. Hi, everybody.
Can everybody hear Linda? Reference text, please. Reference text what? Where I got that from? Sheree? Is that what you're asking me? I got it from here.
We can't. It's too hard to read.
I am decree
booklets.
For those of you that in the back, I don't know if you can see it over here. That's where I read that from. The reason why I have my T-shirt on. Hi, Q, Lori. The reason why I have my "We Are One, Love for All, Hatred for None." Let's see if you can see it. I have to stand up. Is because yes, I am Decree Booklet. That's the name of it. we're going to be putting a sale on the indigoroom.org website. So all the proceeds from the sale of this particular t-shirt, "We Are One, Love for All, Hatred for None," is to help buy masks and gloves and hand sanitizer for people in my neighborhood. It's not for me. I have hand sanitizer. I have masks. I've been masked up and gloved up since February 2nd. Everybody laughed at me, but that's okay. Y'all are not laughing anymore. Well, you guys didn't laugh at me, the Indigo Room. Y'all paid attention. Other people. But anyway, I've noticed in my neighborhood that a lot of people, don't have masks and don't have gloves and don't have hand sanitizer, and people looking for that stuff. So my hi Celie, my Selena, my idea is, if you have the money, some of you, are struggling, and if you're struggling, don't purchase the t-shirt, okay? But if you're not, and you have some money, still working, and you have some money, and you'd like to help, the proceeds will go towards that. And the t-shirt is on the website. Linda put the link up in the chat. But if you go to the website, theindigoroom.org, go click on the Indigo Room Emporium, you'll be able to, I said Celinda. Didn't I? What did I say? Did I not say Celinda? What did I say?
You said Linda.
Celinda. Okay. If you purchase the t-shirt, all of the proceeds go to purchasing that for people in my neighborhood and some of my coworkers who don't seem to have supplies right now. So I wanted to get that out of the way, and just wanted to check in and see how everybody's doing. I said Selena? Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to say Selena. I meant to say Celinda. Thought I said Celinda, but okay. How is everybody doing? What is going on? I just am feeling a lot better, even though, we had some deaths around here from coronavirus. Some of my friends have passed away. Gail Anthony, I did not say her last name on my last video when I mentioned her because I was just overcome. But Gail Anthony was my friend. It's so weird because I walk past her house every day, and now, I'm just not ever going to see her coming out of the building anymore. So it's just a little jarring because it's just happened so quickly. And I was wondering where she was. I hadn't seen her in a little while, but now I know. Hi, Wanda. Hi, good to see you. I was thinking about you this morning and what's going on and how are you doing? How is our nurse doing in the ER and what's going on? Barb, how are you doing? What's happening? Hi, Ella. My cousin Ella is on. There's a lot of folks on today. It is Sunday, and some of you are sheltered in place at home, and some of you are not. So what has been your experience? What's going on with you? How are you doing? Have you been creative? Or are you just sitting at home watching TV, eating bonbons? I have lost a lot of freaking weight, and I need to gain a little bit of poundage back. I don't know if you can tell, like my arms are very skinny. I feel like a chicken. I was, a skinny, wet chicken. When a chicken gets wet, a bird gets wet. And you're looking at them, you're going, daggone, you look really tiny. That's about how I feel right now. I'm feeling very tiny. And I don't like it. I need to add a little bit of more weight on, I think. But that's because I stopped eating meat and, all the extra stuff that I used to eat. But on top of that, all of the work that I do every day, I lost another 10 pounds, which I wasn't really expecting to do. I don't know how that happened. I'm not enjoying that part right there. So what's going on, Wanda? What's happening? If you want to pop into the video, you can do that. I'm going to share the link on the YouTube channel. There you go. If you guys want to join us on the Indigo Room. Are you at work, Wanda, right now? I'm doing good physically, but I'm having, okay, strategically, I'm doing good physically, but I'm having to strategically reset my mind over and over from the messages. From the messages that you are, that all of this is happening, what's happening right now? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you mean? So Linda said, I'm doing well. I'm becoming a better cook during this time. I'm working out more too. You look beautiful, looking like the Baldwin twins. You need to stop calling me one of them Baldwin twins right now, okay? My cousin loves to tease me, tells me I look like the Baldwin twins, which my aunts and my two crazy aunts, both of them. Love them dearly. You're at work. Oh, of the coronavirus. So how are you resetting your mind? What's happening? What's going on? Because what I find is I just have to let it go. I just have to allow myself to experience what I'm experiencing in that moment, and then get back to resetting myself. And it's difficult because especially you're in the ER every day. You're working and you're seeing things that none of us see and that a lot of us don't believe, right? So your experience is even more so. You have to do a lot more work just to be able to get through what you're getting through. Barb said, Zooms for a funeral, a Passover Seder, and yesterday a local book club. Yeah, that's kind of different too, right? I had to experience my first online funeral in my life. Like, that's something new, that's not, that just, and you're by yourself. So, funerals usually are where we gather together to say our respects to the departed, and you're comforted by hugs of others, right? And this time that we're living in, you are watching the funeral and you're by yourself, even though you're not, but you are. You're alone, and that you don't have that hug or that comfort or that touch. That's what I miss the most right now. Is hugs. Are the hugs? I miss the hugs. Wanda said, I'm finding it's everything. It's in everything area of my life, my work, my personal life. Yeah. It is. It is. It does permeate just about everything. Listen, I was telling Linda today, because we were having this conversation about, her knitting, and that, she can knit really easily. And she's probably knitting right now. She's probably knitting right now. But hi, Lisa. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Angela. Hello, hello. But she's probably knitting right now. And I can't knit in the car, while I'm being driven to work. It takes me now an hour added on to my time to just get ready to get out the door to go to work every morning. It's an extra hour because there's all these other extra steps that I have to take. Hi, Lisa, that I have to take before I'm actually out the freaking door. So, I can certainly understand that it's in every area of your life. And every day I go out to work, like I told Linda, I said, I went out the other day and I thought I had everything. Thought I had everything. Everything was, I do the mental checks. Okay, what did I do? Wipe this down. I'm wiping that down. Did I go? Did I? So your mind is kind of wicky wacky right now, right? Your thoughts are wicky wacky. So I'm trying to calm myself. I'm going, okay, I have everything. Mental check, right? I close the door. I walk out the door, and I didn't have everything. I left my badge. Now, I do not wear my shoes. I do not bring my shoes into my apartment. My shoes stay outside. So I am going, oh. Now I have to, put my bag down, unlock the door, take my shoes off, but I'm in the hallway, and then, go in the house and get my badge, and then what? It was just too much. So, there's a lot of things that we're thinking about, and that we're, maybe not necessarily, we weren't thinking about that before, but now it is imperative. And I'm thinking, one mistake, one day, just me being lax, not even a mistake, just one little lax thing, and then boom, you could seriously, create craziness for yourself. One said, I'm having to get lost in my studio as I hide out from the continued messages of death and destruction. I came into work today and we have another death in the ER. I am sorry, honey. Really am. I'm going to give you a hug. Linda, let's give Wanda a hug. I'm giving you a hug. I'm giving you a hug. I wish I could hug you right now. I'm sorry, babe. I miss seeing your face too. Lisa said, yes, the prep alone is exhausting. I'm usually mentally 2 steps ahead of myself, but now I have to stay focused. Right. That is a challenge. And that's why, tickling your amygdala is helpful. So if you missed that part of the video, you can go back to the beginning where we tickled our amygdala. It is very helpful. Sometimes I forget to tickle my amygdala. I'm not going to lie. But when I do remember, it is very helpful. And then I'm on point and I have a great day. When I forget, that's when all hell breaks loose, when I forget to do that. Wanda, it is very hard to watch and experience that. So Linda, what have you been doing? I know you've been knitting. I know you're knitting now.
And I've been doing a little art stuff, doing a couple of mandalas or mandalas, however you want to pronounce it. And I did a little gardening, weed pulling out in the yard. That was good. And I made the owner and his wife come over every Friday to do the basic stuff, mow the lawn and leaf blow. And I saw them before they went down around the back, and I hollered from the porch, and Dennis, the wife, she was just bouncing up and down. A person to talk to, a person to talk to. She was really cute. So we stood and we chatted for a while, and then on the porch I'm going, okay, so now is that an actual plant or is it a weed? And they'd move over and say, you mean this plant here? So we did that for about 15 minutes. So I was pulling out flowers and cutting out plants and shrubs that were actually plants and shrubs, thinking they were weeds. So
what is it that each person, what has changed for you during this time? Some of the good stuff, like what are some of the good things that you found that that you didn't notice before? Like for me, just walking Miss Cleopatra outside, it is I'm looking at the grass, just the grass around my whole apartment complex. There are very, very small patches of dry grass now. It used to be like, you know, the grass was just trampled over. It just, you know, it grew, but it didn't look as lush and as green as it does right now. And it's actually really beautiful to see because we're not trampling it. You know, we're just never really mindful about, you know, that. And of course, the birds. We hear more birds now than we ever heard before. And that's pretty. Hi, The Seeker. Greetings, beautiful queens. Hello, The Seeker Path Lighter. How are you? Great to have you join us. Also, there is a quiet, a stillness that even in the city where, you know, there's just so much hustle and bustle, but now there's a stillness. And, you know, I try not to look at it sometimes as a sad thing because it kind of, you can look at it both ways, but it's a quiet that I can appreciate and that I actually enjoy when I'm out walking Miss Cleopatra. I'm outside every day. So, you know, I'm one of those, please don't say to me, oh, Sydney, why are you outside? I have to go out. I'm an essential worker, so I have to go out. So, and I have to walk my dog. So I have to go out. And today I did not wear my mask out walking the dog, which was refreshing because I always have my mask on. It's 12 hours a day. I got my mask on. And today when I walked the dog, it was beautiful to be able to just have that air, feel the fresh air on my face and on my skin and take a deep, deep breath. And that's something that you also may find that you're not doing is taking deep breaths and you're holding your breath often. That's not good for your immune system. That's not good for your mental. That's not good for your physical or your emotional. Try as best you can to be mindful to breathe deeply. Like this is a respiratory illness, right? And the reason, not the reason, but a lot of us are not breathing. Just a normal day, right? You're not breathing. So you do want to be mindful and take some deep breaths. Lisa said, a byproduct of training myself to be paying more attention to my diet. Yes, exactly. I was telling Linda today too that I find them right now. I'm doing it like there's something called intermittent fasting, and Lisa, you probably do that as well. But I'm finding that I'm doing that not intentionally now. I eat one meal a day, and that's probably why I lost some more weight. But I wound up eating one meal a day because, you know, there's just so much that's going on and so many things that I'm doing now. And I spend a lot of time outside of my house. I cook my meals on Sunday, which would be today after the show. And then I have, you know, food for the rest of the week. But I have a really, really good lunch every day. And then I come home and I may have a piece of fruit or something like that. But I am being more mindful of what I'm eating, what I'm drinking. Barb said, Wanda said, thank you guys, but I'm constantly going to the end to see the world without this thing. I try not to speak the word or call it by name in order for it to lose its energy. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
I say I remember when the coronavirus, or I talk about it in the past tense when people bring it up.
Right.
You know, like when we remember the coronavirus, we can all hug each other and stuff. And they sort of stop for a minute and go, oh, right.
Right.
And they kind of, I don't think they realize what that shift is, but, you know, consciously, but I think subconsciously it goes, oh, right. There will be an end to this.
Yeah. There will be an end. There will definitely be an end. There is an end. Not there will be an end, right?
There is.
There is an end.
Yeah.
There is an end to this. It has ended. There is an end.
Right.
Barb said, Wanda, I sure understand the energy thing. Good thinking. Not much for me. I'm alone most of the time, but some of the neighborhood is now too. Some of the neighborhood is now, hey, Funky. Funky 00 is in the house. I didn't see her. Did I miss that? Great question. Help me heal at my own pace and rediscover things. The Seeker Path Lighter said. Great question. Help me to heal at my own pace and rediscover things that I love about me. I can hear the birds singing every morning. And yes, started writing a book and even got a Facebook page. What?
All right. All right.
Well, now we're going to have to come visit your Facebook page and inundate you. We send love and light to your new Facebook page. Bob said, I didn't mean to run those two things together. I didn't put Wanda's thing up. Message up. The Truth Seeker said, the most important connection with those people who I love dearly, family. Yes, I hear you. I love all of you like you're my family. So you are my family, actually. Everybody's my family. Sheree said, I don't use the word either. Lisa, yes, intermittent fasting. This is a good time to retrain. This time has also created the necessity and space for me to do yoga again. Ah, very cool. I want to do yoga too. For stress reduction and mental health, it's my mental health break. Yeah, there is a lot of things that we all can do individually or collectively to help relieve the stress that we may be feeling or, seeing. And I'm not gonna lie, some days I post some stressful stuff. I do. I ain't gonna lie. I get in the bandwagon. I'm a human being. And that's why we did that sacred flame decree so that we can release all of that, hold on. Wanda said, in between the wiki wacky, I have been thinking that this time has really made me take deep breaths to look at some of the things I forgot to pay attention to. Exactly. That is what I'm talking about. There's a lot of time for us to be able to reflect and see where we weren't paying attention to some of the things and we were just running around, living life and not slowing down for a moment to take a break, to take the mental break, to take the mental breath, to take the physical breath, to focus on our physical breath. That is really, really important. I find myself doing a lot of deep breathing just at work. I'll take a deep breath in and hold it. Hey, my cousin Mark is in the house. Hi, cousin. I'll take a deep breath, really pull it in and fill up my lungs and hold it. And then let it out. Like, that's not even something that you need to sit down someplace and do. You can be walking and take deep breaths in. And trust me, that's calming for your mind and it's helpful for your body because we just forget to breathe sometimes. We forget to take deep breaths. And this thing attacks the respiratory system. And if you're doing that now, if you're being mindful now, then it will definitely help you later on, is all I'm saying, taking deep breaths. So be more mindful of that. So Barb said, yoga is my daily practice. Looking forward to getting back to group events though. I hear you. I hear you. Absolutely. Everybody's, you said that was cool. Barb said, just breathing. So many yoga and meditation videos if needed for guidance. There are tons. There are tons of yoga videos. There's tons of different exercises that you can do. And the deep breathing is really great. If you do it at least 5 times. I watched this doctor in the ER give how to breathe. And if you do it 5 times and then you let it out on the 6th time, you got to do it 5 times. And then on the 6th time, you do a big cough. So you breathe in, and then once you hold it, you cough like that, like do a deep cough. And that helps your lungs. I've been doing that. It works for me. I feel good. It feels, and you don't want to hurt yourself, but you take a deep breath and then cough, do a deep cough. And that is very helpful. It's helpful for your lungs. When I almost lost my life, well, when I crossed over and had that crossover experience and I died and came back, one of my lungs collapsed. And the doctors said that, hi, Jackie. The doctors said that I had to breathe deeply. And it was really hard. And they have these things, I don't know what you call those, respiratory things with the little ball in it. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you have to pull on it and make the ball go up. And it is the hardest thing to do when you're in respiratory distress, to get that ball up. And eventually, I was able to get the ball up. And that gives them an indication that your lungs are doing better. And if you are doing these deep breaths, that helps to oxygenate your body and your blood and your physical, but it also gives you that mental break. You're focusing on your breath. And while you're doing that, while you're focusing on your breath, you can be doing your I am statements. And, hold it for 30 seconds. If you can't, hold it for 30 seconds. Hold it for 20. But do that. It's very helpful. And it helps to boost up the blood, your oxygen in your blood. Wanda said, this is all great stuff. Everyone needs the support of a wonderful spiritual family such as ours. Yes, they do. That's why I said, this is why I posted it on Facebook today, that, maybe some people would like to join us over here in the Indigo Room and, join us once a week. I'm not going to be doing that live every week, but, they may want to join us and get the support of a wonderful spiritual family. And I'm sorry that I wasn't here last week because I was just doggone tired. I was tired. The girl was tired. I'm tired today, but not like I was last week. So, and I do apologize for not being here for y'all, but I'm back. And Linda is knitting this beautiful shawl. She showed me. I don't know if she's going to show you all, but it's gorgeous already. She's so talented. She does so much creativity and she makes such beautiful things. And she's using that time right now to do that. I also want to encourage you all to start planting gardens. If you haven't done one yet, do it in your house. If you don't have, the space to do that you don't have the space outside to do that, start ordering stuff from Amazon. All right. Everybody's on Amazon ordering, so if you get some dirt, I've been seeing a lot of really cool, people are doing a lot of really cool things while they're sheltered in place, because I see some of the items as they pass, because I'm in problem solve now. So I get to see what's in the boxes. But I'm encouraging you all to start planting some things that will help you in your efforts to stay healthy. You know, leafy vegetables, um, whatever it is that you can plant in your neighbor, you know, in your neck of the woods where you live. In New York, you know, I can't plant a lemon tree, you know, but just because if you haven't been into the stores already, you may not have noticed, but I'm noticing because I'm out there every day. And when I go, I don't order online. I go to the grocery store. And if you're not out in the grocery store, you may not notice. So I'm going to just share this with you that some things are not available, it seems. So I'm not trying to scare you or anything like that, but start planting in your house. Start planting in your backyard. Trust me when I say do that. It's important. There has been a break. I have some friends that are truckers. I have friends that work on ports, and there's been a break in our food production. I don't eat meat, but some of you do. One of the plants was shut down recently due to, you know, that thing. We're not going to say the name. All right. You know what I'm talking about. And they produce 4% of the pork in the United States. That plant has been shut down indefinitely. And there are other cases, other reports of other plants that are also having issues with outbreaks. Hi, Doris. Hi, Anthony, Inez. Hello, Jackie. Hi, everybody. So what I'm suggesting to you all is that, you know, you be mindful that there are items that you may not be able to get like we used to. And I know that the government is saying that there's plenty of food. New York just ordered, like, I can't even tell you how much food New York City just ordered to be handed out to people. So if you're not outside and you're not seeing this every day and you're not aware of what's happening, like when I was going out before, the stores were stocked. There were plenty. It was a plethora of stuff. What I am finding now is it's starting to get a little sparse. Right. Lisa said there's good info out there on hydroponic gardening and regrowing veggies right now. Yeah. So it's not trying to be fearful. It's just trying to be prepared. Just like when I was trying to prepare you guys with, you know, talking about what was coming down prior to, it wasn't about panic. It was about prep. That's it. When you're prepared, you don't have a lot of fear. And if you're ready, if a rainstorm is coming and the weatherman says, well, you know, the weatherman is always 50% right, 50% wrong, right? But you look out your window and you see clouds, right? And the weather guy, the weather woman, the weather person said, oh, today we have 100% rain coming and you want to bring your umbrella and you may want to wear your raincoat. Now you look at the weatherman and you go, well, every time you're 50% right and 50% wrong. I'm not paying attention to you today. But you look out the window and you see clouds and you say, yeah, I'm not wearing no raincoat. I'm not bringing my umbrella. And you go outside and you go do your business or whatever, and it pours and it's windy and it's blah, blah, blah. And you're like, I didn't know. I should have listened. I didn't pay attention. You weren't prepared. Same thing. So you just want to, it's always better to be prepared because that's when the panic sets in. That's when you get crazy and you get fearful and everybody gets afraid. So just listen to what a sister's saying. Start your gardens. and get some get root vegetables, get things that are roots vegetables. I bet you won't be getting non-GMO and organic foods. I would love to know what you know about 5G. We're not talking about 5G here today. Sorry. I just had too many people get in my face about that, so we're not talking about that. Thank you, Linda. Hi, Amira. Barb said, funny how I order so little of anything these days, saving money, making good use of everything I have, and holding back. One said, another little tip, clean your nares with hydrogen peroxide with Q-tips every other day. What nares? In your nose, you mean? Or ears? Ears. Cleaning your ears? Is that what you're talking about? Wanda's a nurse, y'all, for those of you that don't know, in the ER. What, cleaning your ears, I think that's what you said. Cleaning your ears with hydrogen peroxide with Q-tips every other day is helpful. I'm about to start this week. We are doing a co-op garden in my yard. Nice. That's great. Hi, Amira. Okay, Doris. Anyway, so if you right now get your little, your pots and your dirt and all that, you'll have a nice harvest come September. Oh, look at Linda. She put up her lettuce. Linda's on point. See, Linda pays attention. Linda listens. Linda pays attention. So she got lettuce. What else you got in there, Linda? I see lettuce. I see
2 varieties of lettuce and some radishes, because you can grow these in like 1 gallon water bottle containers. You just turn it on its side and cut it out and punch a couple of holes in it and fill it in with potting soil. And almost Dollar General, Dollar Tree carry most of that stuff.
Right.
And then the little plastic window boxes, which I've got, they're about 16 inches and they're about 6 inches deep, and you just fill that with soil and that'll grow lettuce, spinach, radishes, and they're light and easy to move around. So if you have to sort of follow the sun, you can do that because they're very light even when they're fully wet.
Right. Well, I was saying that New York City has ordered so much food.
Yep. Feeding an incredible amount of people.
True, but a lot of us are. They ordered food for a reason, because they know that people are going to be, needing that, and it's not just. It's not a small amount. There was I think they ordered like 40 million pounds of food. They have the number wrong, but it was like a lot of poundage. And I went, what? That's a lot. And my antennas went up, my little spidey senses went up. And I said, that's a lot of food to be ordering right now. New York City has never ordered that much food, ever. And there are a lot of people that need food and that are hungry right now. But there's still a lot of people that are still working from home. There's still a lot of people that do, even though there's a lot of people that are unemployed, there's still a lot of people that are employed. And you probably got your stimulus check. So instead of just buying stuff that you don't need, purchase items that are going to be useful for you come in the future. Because right now, our pause date is, they're looking at a soft opening May 15th. And this thing is very, very virulent. And It looks like we did a really great thing right here in New York with flattening and plateauing, and the numbers are going down, which is wonderful. Even though we're still losing people, the numbers are going down. But with that said, Wuhan was shut down for more than 72 days. And this may last a little bit longer than we all want it to. And you do want to make sure that you are able to feed your family and feed yourself in case we have to shut down again. So a lot of countries are keeping their food, keeping their supplies for themselves. And America happens to be one of those countries, if you live in the United States, be one of those countries that imports a lot of things. And I'm watching farmers destroy their crops. So if they're destroying their crops and people are not going to work and they're not being able to right now bring those crops into the places where people are looking for food, just be mindful and, be prepared. That's all. Just start planting. Do a wonderful thing for yourself and start planting. Barb said, I plant veggies every year, started already. I am growing all year long inside. I bought organic celery and keep on replanting the base and always have some that way. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I have some seeds coming in from a friend of mine, Evelyn Ray. Yay, Evelyn, she's sending me some seeds from her organic garden so that I can plant some more stuff. My neighbor, the one that gave me the space to plant in her yard, is allowing me to plant again because she's on the same page as I am with the planting and the, growing the food. So we're going to be doing a little garden. She's starting to put a fence around it. And, we're going to put love and light around surround the garden with light protection, because when people get hungry, they get desperate. When people don't have money, they get desperate. So we're going to be planting kale, which I'm very happy about, because I love me some kale, and it would be nice not to have to go to the grocery store to get it, and I could just walk across the street and get in my garden and pick some kale. So we're going to do that. But we have tomato plants, we have peppers. What else do we have? We have a lot of different herbs. We have squash, lettuce, like Linda said. I don't know if we have, I don't know if she's got rhubarb that you want, stuff that she wants to plant, but we do want to plant some root vegetables this year. And hopefully our crop will be, bountiful. She has a big enough yard so that we can do that. How long does it take to grow celery from the top of the stalk? Anyone know? Barb, do you know that? We got a question from Facebook. Doris wants to know how long it takes to grow celery from the top of the stalk and if that is possible. And Amira, are you doing any planting? Hi. And the other thing that I do want to also share with you, besides the fact that, we are looking to raise some money to buy masks and gloves and stuff like that. But I do want to encourage you all to be as compassionate and loving as you possibly can to people who think differently than you or are not responding the way you think they should respond. Because hatred really, somebody said to me the other day that I hate Trump. Me. They said that I hate Trump. And I said, well, first of all, number one, you don't know me. I said, just because I post information about him doesn't mean I hate the man. I said, I will give credit where credit is due. I said, but I don't hate anybody. I may not like the things that you do or say, but I definitely do not hate you. So there are times when I'm sending love and light to President Trump. Yeah, I said it. I usually call him 45, but I do that often because it's not because I like him. It's not because I want to give him a hug. It is because love and light is more powerful than hate and fear. And if anybody on the planet needs more light and love, that would be him, in my opinion. Love and light does great wonders for people that you love and care for. It is really hard and difficult to send love and light to someone you do not like and you do not like the things that they do. It is hard to do that, but I do it. I don't even like the fact sometimes that I'm doing it, but I do it because that is the only way I feel that is going to stop him from doing some of the crazy things that he does. And if I'm the only person doing it, then I'm going to be the only person doing it. How much more powerful would it be if more of us did that more often? And I know it's hard, and I know you don't want to. I know that. I don't either. But I do it. And it's one of the most difficult things for me to do. And that's something that I'm learning during this time, is to send love, compassion, and empathy to people who I think are doing and saying the dumbest things. And who am I to judge anybody? So that is a struggle for me. And that is something that I struggle with. And then, I feel better having done it after I do it. And I do it as often as I possibly can, especially when I see a story that I just sit there and I go, what in the hell is happening right now? So I do recommend doing that. Okay, so we have an answer for you, Doris. We have an answer about the celery. Barb says she cuts the celery. I cut the celery that I'm eating. Wait, let me put it over here. I cut the celery that I'm eating and put the base, or whatever the correct word is, I guess the bottom part, in water. And after maybe a week, put it in a pot in soil for it to get edible stage, a few weeks. So that's what she does. She cuts the celery that she's eating, puts the base, or whatever the correct word is, in the water. And after a week, she puts it in a pot and soil. So you cut the bottom part off and put it in. Is that what you do? And then eat the rest. Eat the rest. You don't use the stalk, the leaves. You use the base. That goes in. Oh, the knob or whatever, that knob that's on the bottom. That's what you're talking about? That's what I do. That's how I grow my ginger. I take the little nobules, the little eyeballs, and I cut them out and then leave them in water and then allow them to get kind of, I don't even know. I leave them for a week, then take them and put them in potting soil, and then it starts to shoot up. Does that make sense, Doris? The base, that little knob that's at the bottom of the celery.
Where the roots would really be.
Right, where the roots are. Not the stalk, the top part, the bottom part. Jackie says, I have the polar opposite of a green thumb. My My aloe beatrice is barely holding on with me, and I know learning right now is crucial. Can you point me to any resources that will help? I will definitely get some resources for you, and I will point them to you. Hi, Beth. Hi, Jessica, where you can start, learning. This is a time for you guys to be learning how to plant your food. So, instead of sitting and binging on Netflix all day long, not anything wrong with Netflix, take some time and learn how to plant. So, Jackie, we will get back to you with some resources on how to do that. Hi, Stephanie. Stephanie said, it is better to light one candle than curse the darkness. Eleanor Roosevelt. That's right. That is right. Steph G's in the house. Mira said, I need to try a window box. I'm in an apartment. That's what I do. What I do in my apartment is I cut up the water bottles that I have. Like I buy a lot of water. And I don't like, I'm very earth conscious, right? I hate the fact that I have all these plastic bottles. And so I said, how can I repurpose these? And I cut them up and use them as planters. I have made them into planters. So I have a ton of like plastic planters in my house that has dirt and stuff growing out of it. I am well prepared on canned food and dehydrated foods. You definitely, that's great. You're still going to need some fresh vegetables. Or fresh, fresh items. So right now, while we have the time, while there's still, stuff at the grocery store, you can take the seeds right out of the fruits and vegetables. If you buy organic, you can take the seeds right out of that and let them dry out and then plant them. Or, plant them, doesn't even matter. That's how I started my garden. I took the seeds from my peppers and my tomatoes and started planting them right from the stuff that I was already eating. I didn't think about the celery because I don't really eat celery, but that's a good way to start planting other items. I also have scallions. Those are the easiest things to grow. When you buy scallions in the store, they already have the roots at the bottom. You just stick them bad boys in water and they go, then you can put them in dirt and they continue to grow. So if you can't have onions, you can have scallions. T-shirt links to supply masks and gloves in the neighborhood. That's what we're sending. Linda put the link up. So if you go to the Emporium, shop the Indigo Room Emporium on the indigoroom.org, you will be able to purchase a T-shirt and help us purchase PPE for people in the neighborhood. Great idea, Sydney. I do that with empty kitty litter containers. Yeah, I have a nice, wonderful, and you know what's great about the ginger when you grow ginger is that you can use the ginger leaves. So you don't even have to use the actual ginger root down at the bottom, and that can continue to grow and give you leaves, and you can use that as well. And the bird loves it. She chews it. I chew it. I take a leaf off and I start chewing it. On myself, and it tastes delicious and it's very soothing. It helps your stomach. So those are things that you can absolutely do. All right, well, we're gonna go. Is there anything else you want to share, Linda?
Just look around your house. You've got water bottles, you've got empty yogurt containers, you've got all kinds of stuff that you can start planting that in. And most grocery stores, you can buy like a small bag of soil or whatever, or if they have a garden section, you can get a cubic foot if that's your deal, or if you're lucky enough to have soil, you can do that as well. So
exactly.
And just stagger your plantings, especially with lettuce and stuff, or you'll end up having too much all at one time. So like, plant, if you're by yourself or whatever, plant, maybe 5 or 6 lettuce seeds in one container. A week later, plant another 6 so that you continuously, and the same with radishes and stuff, and kale and I don't know about collard greens. I've never grown those, but you can do the same with kale. So you have a staggered crop and you're not overwhelmed.
That's a good idea, Jackie, if you're still listening. Um, you can plant the seeds and stagger your planting so you don't get overwhelmed. So this is a time for you to start to learn how to grow and how to tend your own food. We're going back. Let food be your medicine, right? And the planting is also your medicine. It is a mental break that you do when your hands are in the soil. You're connecting yourself to the earth, even if you're in an apartment. And it is healing for your soul. It is healing for your mind, your spirit, and your body, because now you're going to be eating food, you know, that you've grown. And as we move through this time, as we move through this time, you know, you're going to find you're going to be doing things that you've never done before. Never. That you never even thought that you could do, and that you never thought about doing before. Because going to the grocery store is can be life threatening these days, right? That's what they say. So it is important to start to go back to what our ancestors were doing back when, right? They were planting and they were allowing food to be our medicine. So that's what we're talking about here in the Indigo Room today. Part of that, you know, part of what we're talking about is allowing this time that we're in right now for you to start creating new skills and for you to start learning something new that is going to help you as we move through these trying times. Barb said, reuse, recycle. I freeze mine and grate some of my tea and water. And some of, oh, you grate some of it in your tea and water, the ginger. Yeah, yeah. The past seeker said, Linda, I need to invite you to farm with me. You and Barb. That would be fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week. I was working every day this week, so I didn't jump on to do a live on YouTube. Because I don't have enough subscribers, I can't just go live from my phone. I actually have to be physically sitting at a computer in order to go live. However, if you do follow me on Facebook, Sydney Chase, you'll be able to see some of the lives that I do as I move, you know, go out throughout the day. I could go live on Facebook without a problem. YouTube, I need 1,000 subscribers. Don't have that yet, so we can't go live. But I will do my best to come back, hopefully, you know, sometime during the week. This week, I'm only working 4 days. Last week, I worked 5. So back to my normal schedule this week. But next week, then I have to work 5. So it's like every week it changes. And, you know, right now I have a job and I'm very thankful for that. Again, I can't believe I'm an essential worker. This is shocking to me still. And again, I think in my friends, you guys don't know the story, some of you, but I have some friends that I never met, and I was riding the bus every day to work, and you can't do social distancing at all on the bus because they're now on a holiday, a weekend schedule. And so people are piled on the bus. And when I say people are piled on the bus, I'm not kidding you. They're like this, all on you. And so it could be a very stressful ride. And I had talked about that on, you know, doing my live videos. And some people that I have never met in my entire life, except online, I have the best online friends, sent a gift to me last week so that I could take a Lyft to work every day. And I can't even tell you how overwhelmed I was. I ugly cried on live. It was very, it was crazy. But that was the same day that I found out that two of my friends had passed away as well. So I was just like all over the place. I was thankful and I was crying, and so you're gonna have a whole lot of emotions during this time because people are leaving, and then you look outside and it's a beautiful day, and it was just crazy. So anyway, the gift was so that I would be able to take a Lyft every day to work. And I'm just so thankful to Beth Atchison and her husband, Lee. Beth, I'm just very thankful. So I am able to now ride in a car for a time to get back and forth to work. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but I'm just grateful that I don't have to get on the bus right now. I'm very, very grateful. So there's wonderful things that do happen. There's great things that people are helping each other, and they help me, and I'm just ecstatic. The fact of the matter is, I am an essential worker. I don't make, not that I don't make, the amount of money that I do make does not cover a Uber ride every day to work. There's no room for me to be able to do that. So this was just a special thing that they did for me. And I'm just so grateful and so thankful that I just don't have words. And I'm going to probably keep saying I'm thankful until, the cows come home. So I do want to, wait, you're from Kenya? The Seeker? I didn't know that. I didn't know you were living in Kenya. Oh, you have to give us, I want to come visit Kenya. That's on my bucket list of things to do. I was planning a trip this year to Africa, and Kenya was on my list. I'm not coming right now. Maybe in the near future. In the distant future, Yes, we need to. Okay, what is your Facebook page name now? You're going to tell us, or do we have to wait till next week? You're most welcome if you can garden. I can garden, okay? I can garden. You just got to remind me to keep watering the stuff. No, I'm only kidding. I can garden. I can do that. Yes, let us know what your Facebook page is. And so we can come and support you on that. And we can help each other, teach each other how to garden, teach each other the skills that we need to make it through this crazy time. Josephine, got it. All right, everybody, go to Josephine's page. Wait, let me see if I can say your last name. Kinyanju. Kinyanji? Kinyanji. Did I say it right? Let's all go and help her with her garden to Kenya. Yes, that would be a great
field. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That would be a great Indigo road trip. All right. We could all go. We could all go together. All right. After all of this is over, we will plan a trip to visit Josephine in Kenya. I'm not joking. I'm serious. We're coming.
I'll go.
We're coming. I want you all to remember who you are. Remember that you are source energy right here in a physical body. You can be, do, and have anything that you desire. And remember, it's not being extraordinary that makes you unique. It is your uniqueness that makes you extraordinary. We will see you next week, Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We will not be back here on Facebook, though, but we'll be here in the Indigo Room on YouTube. And I love you all. And don't forget your I am statements. Don't forget to tickle your amygdala. No, let me just rephrase that. Remember your I am statements. Remember to tickle your amygdala. Remember to breathe. Remember to drink your water. And remember to plant. Start planting. Okay? Do all those 4 things. Till we meet again. Jazz hands. Jazz hands. Bye. Love you.